I'm so glad you're here today. I believe it's no accident that you've joined us. It's a divine appointment. You know, I've learned that what we speak has power. There's a miracle waiting for you, not far off in the distance, not hidden in the heavens. It's right here in your mouth. The words we say can shape our future, open doors, and bring blessings we never thought possible. God has placed His promises deep inside of you. And when you speak them out with faith, you're setting miracles in motion. Words are one of the most powerful tools we possess. They are not just sounds that pass through our lips, but creative forces that have the ability to shape the world around us. When we speak, we are either building something up or tearing it down, creating an atmosphere of faith and possibility, or one of doubt and limitation. The words we choose to speak over ourselves, our families, and our futures carry weight, and their impact extends far beyond what we can see in the moment. Think about it. Every major breakthrough in history began with words. Great leaders spoke of change before it happened. Innovators articulated visions before they became reality. Even in the Bible, we see this principle at work. God spoke, and the universe came into existence. If words carry that much power, imagine what happens when you speak over your own life with intentionality. You have the ability to either speak life into your dreams or suffocate them before they ever get a chance to grow. Our words set the tone for our day and ultimately for our lives. When you wake up in the morning and declare this is going to be a great day, you are aligning your mindset with that expectation. You're creating a positive atmosphere for yourself before you even step out the door. On the other hand, if you start the day by saying, I'm so tired, or I just know this is going to be a rough day, you're already inviting those negative outcomes into your experience. Your words are like seeds. You may not see immediate results, but over time they will produce a harvest, whether good or bad. It's important to recognize that words not only affect our circumstances, but also influence our self-perception. What you repeatedly say about yourself becomes a part of who you are. If you constantly declare, I'm not good enough, I'll never get ahead, or I'm always so unlucky, you're programming your mind to believe those statements. In turn, your actions will begin to reflect those beliefs, and you'll find yourself stuck in a cycle of negativity. But if you choose to say, I am capable, I am blessed, and I am destined for great things, you're building a foundation of confidence and faith that will propel you forward. It's easy to fall into the habit of speaking without thinking, especially when life gets tough. Frustration, fear, and disappointment can cause us to say things we don't really mean, but those words can still have an impact. That's why it's so important to guard your mouth and be intentional about the words you release. When challenges arise, instead of saying this is impossible, try declaring with God, all things are possible. Instead of saying, I'll never get through this, affirm, I have the strength to overcome. The power of words extends beyond just ourselves. It affects those around us as well. When you speak words of encouragement and hope to others, you're planting seeds of faith in their hearts. You never know the impact a kind word can have on someone's life. A simple, you're doing a great job, or I believe in you, can be the spark that ignites a flame of determination in someone who is ready to give up. Conversely, harsh or critical words can discourage and tear others down, leaving lasting scars. If we want to experience the fullness of life, we must learn to use our words wisely. This requires mindfulness and discipline. It's not always easy to choose positivity, especially when circumstances seem bleak. But that's where faith comes in. Speaking words of life and hope is an act of faith. It's declaring what you believe even when you can't yet see it. Faith-filled words have the power to move mountains, open doors, and bring about change in ways we never imagined. We also need to remember that words have spiritual significance. They are a reflection of what's in our hearts. If our hearts are filled with faith, gratitude, and hope, our words will naturally reflect those qualities. But if our hearts are filled with bitterness, fear, and doubt, it will show in the way we speak. That's why it's so important to keep our hearts aligned with truth and love. When we do, our words will carry the power to uplift, inspire, and bring miracles into our lives. What we say in the moments of struggle, triumph, or even routine life matters more than we often realize. Our words are like arrows released into the world, carrying power and purpose. When life throws challenges our way, it's easy to lean into negativity, complaining, or even defeat. But the truth is, what we declare with our mouth sets the tone for our journey. When you speak life, you are actively resisting the urge to give in to despair and choosing instead to stand in faith and possibility. Think about this. Your words create an atmosphere. Walk into a room where people are grumbling, complaining, and criticizing, and you'll feel the heaviness of that negativity almost instantly. Now walk into a room where people are encouraging one another, speaking with hope and kindness, and suddenly air feels lighter. That's the power of speaking life. It changes the environment, not just for you, but for everyone around you. When you choose to speak words of life, you're making a deliberate decision to bring light into situations that might otherwise feel dark or uncertain. Speaking life means refusing to let your words agree with the negativity around you. It's easy to talk about the problems we face, to repeat the bad news we hear, and to echo the fears we feel. But speaking life requires a shift in focus. Instead of saying this situation is hopeless, you say, I know a breakthrough is coming. Instead of declaring, I'll never get through this, you affirm, I have the strength I need to overcome. Speaking life isn't about ignoring reality. It's about choosing to see beyond the temporary challenges to the possibilities ahead. There's a powerful principle in what we say. What you focus on grows. If you constantly talk about how bad things are, you're giving power to those negative circumstances. On the other hand, when you speak about the good things, no matter how small, you're magnifying them. For example, instead of focusing on what's missing in your life, you can declare gratitude for what you have. I may not be where I want to be, but I'm thankful for how far I've come. That shift in language opens the door for more blessings to flow. Speaking life isn't just about what you say out loud. It's also about the inner dialogue you have with yourself. How many times do we think thoughts like I'm not good enough or I'll never succeed? Those thoughts often translate into the words we speak, reinforcing a cycle of self-doubt. But when you start to speak life over yourself, declaring, I am capable, I am strong, I am loved, you're breaking that cycle. You're reminding yourself of who you truly are, not defined by your circumstances, but by your potential. It's also worth noting that speaking life doesn't mean you'll never feel fear or doubt. Those feelings are natural, but they don't have to dictate your words. Even when you're unsure of the outcome, you can choose to speak life. For example, instead of saying, I'm terrified I'll fail, you can declare, I'm stepping out in faith, and I trust that things will work out. That shift in language doesn't deny your emotions, but redirects them toward hope and possibility. The words you speak have a ripple effect. When you speak life over others, you're not just encouraging them, you're also planting seeds of hope and inspiration that can grow in ways you may never see. A kind word at the right moment can be a turning point for someone who feels lost or overwhelmed. When you say, I believe in you, or you've got this, you're empowering someone to step into their potential. It doesn't take much effort to speak life over others, but the impact can be profound. Speaking life is a choice we make every day. It's not something that always comes naturally, especially when we're faced with challenges, criticism, or setbacks. But just like any habit, the more we practice it, the easier it becomes. Start small. Begin your day by declaring, today is going to be a great day. When obstacles arise, instead of focusing on what's wrong, speak about what's possible. Instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, I'll find a way. Over time, this practice of speaking life will become second nature, transforming not only your mindset, but also the outcomes you experience. What you speak reflects what you believe. And aligning your words with faith is one of the most powerful actions you can take. Faith is not just a feeling or a hope, it's an active trust in what you cannot yet see. When you align your words with faith, you're choosing to declare what you believe is possible, even before it manifests in your life. This alignment between your words and your faith creates a powerful connection that can bring about transformation and breakthrough. Every word you speak carries weight. It's easy to let our words align with what we see around us, especially when circumstances seem overwhelming or uncertain. We often say things like, I'll never get out of this situation, or this is just how my life is going to be. But those words don't reflect faith, they reflect fear and doubt. Aligning your words with faith means choosing to declare the situation is temporary, or I believe things are turning around for my good. It's not denying reality, it's speaking to what lies beyond the immediate circumstances. Faith-filled words require a shift in perspective. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, you focus on what could be. It's the ability to see potential even in the midst of problems. When you say, I believe a solution is on the way, you're not ignoring the challenge in front of you. You're expressing confidence that a way forward exists. This kind of speech doesn't just change your mindset, it changes the atmosphere around you. Speaking with faith creates an environment where miracles can happen, where opportunities can arise, and where hope can flourish. One of the most powerful ways to align your words with faith is to speak God's promises over your life. The scriptures are filled with declarations of hope, provision, and victory. When you say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, you're not just repeating a phrase, you're activating the faith within you. When you declare all things work together for good for those who love God, you're reminding yourself of the truth that goes beyond your present situation. These declarations of faith are like seeds planted in the soil of your life. Over time, they take root and grow into tangible blessings. It's important to recognize that aligning your words with faith doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pretending everything is perfect. Faith is not about being unrealistic, it's about being anchored in a deeper reality. You can acknowledge your struggles while still declaring victory. For example, you might say, this is a tough season, but I know it won't last forever, or I'm facing challenges, but I trust that God is working behind the scenes. These kinds of declarations acknowledge where you are while pointing to where you're going. When you align your words with faith, you're also taking a stand against negativity. The world is filled with voices of doubt, fear, and cynicism. It's easy to get caught up in those narratives and start repeating them. But when you choose to speak words of faith, you're setting yourself apart. You're saying, I refuse to let negativity define my story. This doesn't mean you won't face opposition or challenges, but it does mean you'll approach them with a mindset of victory rather than defeat. Another aspect of aligning your words with faith is consistency. It's not enough to speak faith-filled words once and expect instant results. Just as a seed needs time to grow, your words need to be nurtured through repetition and belief. Every day declare what you believe to be true, even if you don't see it yet. Say, I am healthy, strong, and full of energy, even if you're feeling tired or unwell. Say, I am blessed and highly favored, even if your circumstances seem difficult. Over time, these consistent declarations will build momentum and bring about the change you're believing for. Your words also influence those around you. When you speak with faith, you inspire others to do the same. Your declarations of hope and belief can encourage someone who is struggling or doubting. When you say, I know we'll get through this, or better days are ahead, you're not only lifting your own spirit, but also planting seeds of hope in the hearts of those who hear you. Faith-filled words have a ripple effect, spreading positivity and encouragement far beyond what you might realize. It's important to be mindful of the words you speak, especially in moments of frustration or doubt. Those are the times when aligning your words with faith is most crucial. Instead of letting fear or negativity dictate your speech, pause and choose to speak words that reflect what you believe. Declare, I am not alone, this situation will not define me, or there is a purpose for everything I'm going through. These statements of faith don't just change how you feel, they change the trajectory of your life. Every word we speak is a seed planted into the soil of our future. What we say has the potential to create the reality we live in, shaping our relationships, opportunities, and mindset. Creating your future with your words is not just a concept, it's a principle that has proven true time and time again. The words you speak today are shaping the life you will experience tomorrow. Whether those words build up or tear down, whether they speak hope or despair, they set the foundation for what is to come. When you declare positive, faith-filled words, you are planting seeds of possibility. For example, saying, I am capable of achieving my dreams isn't just a feel-good statement, it's an intentional act of creating a mindset that propels you forward. Those words influence how you think, how you act, and how you approach challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable, you begin to see them as opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective starts with the words you choose to speak. Conversely, negative words plant seeds of limitation. When you say things like, I'll never get ahead, or things never work out for me, you're setting the stage for those beliefs to manifest in your life. Your words shape your expectations, and your expectations influence your actions. If you believe that success is out of reach, you're less likely to take the steps needed to achieve it. But if you declare, good things are coming my way, you open yourself up to possibilities and align your actions with that expectation. Your words also influence the people around you, contributing to the collective environment in which you live and work. When you speak words of encouragement, support, and affirmation, you're not only creating a positive future for yourself, but also for those who hear you. Imagine being in a workplace where colleagues constantly affirm each other's strengths and potential. The environment becomes one of collaboration, innovation, and growth, all because of the words being spoken. Now imagine the opposite, a workplace filled with criticism, negativity, and doubt. The energy is entirely different, and the results reflect that. Creating your future with your words also requires consistency. It's not enough to speak positively or intentionally every once in a while. It means to become a habit. Each day presents opportunities to choose your words wisely, to speak in a way that aligns with the future you want to see. If you desire a future filled with joy, abundance, and success, your words should reflect those desires daily. Say, I am grateful for the blessings in my life, even when the day feels challenging. Declare, I am strong and capable, even when you feel uncertain. It's also important to recognize the power of speaking in the present tense. When you say, one day I will be successful, it places that success somewhere in the future, always just out of reach. But when you declare, I am successful, you bring that reality into the present. Speaking as though your goals and dreams are already happening creates a powerful alignment between your words, your mindset, and your actions. You begin to live as if that success is already yours. And in doing so, you attract the opportunities and resources needed to make it a reality. Another key aspect of creating your future with your words is being mindful of what you say in moments of frustration or difficulty. It's easy to let negative words slip out when things aren't going as planned. But those are the moments when your words matter most. Instead of saying, this is never going to work, try declaring, I'll find a way to make this work. Instead of saying, I'm so unlucky, affirm, I'm being prepared for something great. These shifts in language may seem small, but they carry significant weight in shaping your future. It's also worth noting that speaking your future into existence doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending challenges don't exist. It means acknowledging those challenges while choosing to focus on the possibilities beyond them. For example, you can say, this is a tough season, but I'm growing stronger through it. Or I don't have all the answers right now, but I trust they're on the way. These statements honor the present while keeping your focus on the future you're creating. Your words are a tool for building the life you desire, but they also serve as a reflection of your inner beliefs. If you find it difficult to speak positively or declare a hopeful future, it might be time to examine what you believe about yourself and your potential. When you shift your beliefs, your words will naturally follow. Begin to see yourself as worthy, capable, and destined for great things, and your words will start to align with that vision. Creating your future with your words is a process that requires intention, discipline, and faith. It's not about instant results, but about planting seeds that grow over time. As you consistently speak life, hope, and possibility, you'll begin to see the fruits of those words taking shape in your life. The future isn't something that just happens to us, it's something we create one word at a time. Negativity is one of the most persistent forces that can hinder progress, steal joy, and cloud our vision for the future. It's easy to get caught in its grip, especially when circumstances are challenging and the world around us seems uncertain. However, the good news is that we have the power to overcome negativity by consciously choosing to replace it with words of faith, hope, and affirmation. What we allow to dominate our thoughts and escape our lips directly influences our experiences, and negativity can only take root if we give it permission. Negativity often begins as a thought, a worry, a doubt, or a fear that creeps into our minds. Those thoughts can quickly grow if we entertain them, and before long, they manifest in our speech. Statements like, nothing ever goes my way, or I'll never get through this, might feel like harmless expressions of frustration, but they hold significant power. Words have energy, And when we speak negatively, we reinforce those doubts and fears, giving them a stronger presence in our lives. One of the first steps in overcoming negativity is becoming aware of it. Many times we speak negative words without even realizing it, simply because it has become a habit. Pay attention to your words and the thoughts that fuel them. Are you quick to criticize yourself or others? Do you find yourself complaining more often than expressing gratitude? These patterns are clues that negativity has taken hold. Once you become aware of it, you can take intentional steps to counteract it. Replacing negativity starts with a shift in perspective. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong, look for what's going right. Every situation, no matter how difficult, has something positive to offer if you're willing to look for it. When you find yourself thinking, I can't do this, pause and reframe it by saying, this is challenging, but I'm learning and growing through it. That simple shift doesn't just change your words, it changes how you approach the situation. It replaces defeat with determination. Gratitude is one of the most effective tools for overcoming negativity. When you focus on what you're thankful for, it becomes much harder for negative thoughts to take root. Start each day by declaring things you're grateful for, no matter how small they may seem. Say, I'm grateful for another day to pursue my goals, or I'm thankful in my life and support than my life, who support me. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a mindset of abundance that leaves little room for negativity. Another powerful way to overcome negativity is by surrounding yourself with positivity. The people you spend time with and the environments you immerse yourself in play a significant role in shaping your mindset. If you're constantly around individuals who complain, criticize, or focus on what's wrong, it's easy to adopt those same attitudes. Seek out people who uplift and inspire you, who speak words of encouragement and believe in possibilities. Their positive energy will influence your own, helping you stay focused on what's good and hopeful. It's also important to be intentional about the words you speak to yourself. Self-talk is a powerful force that can either build you up or tear you down. If you catch yourself saying things like, I'm so stupid, or I'll never get this right, stop and replace those statements with affirmations of truth. Say, I made a mistake, but I'm learning, or I'm capable of figuring this out. These affirmations may feel unnatural at first, especially if you're used to negative self-talk, but with practice, they will become your default. Negativity often thrives on fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. When you speak words of faith and hope, you're actively confronting those fears. Instead of saying, I'm afraid I'll fail, declare, I have the courage to try, and I trust that everything will work out as it should. Instead of saying, I'm worried about what might happen, affirm, I'm focusing on what I can control and trusting the rest to work out. These declarations don't eliminate challenges, but they equip you to strength to face them head on. The words you speak not only affect your own mindset, but also influence those around you. When you choose to replace negativity with positivity, you become a source of light in the lives of others. Your words have the power to lift someone who's feeling down, to inspire someone who's doubting themselves, and to create an environment of encouragement and hope. When you say, you're doing a great job, or I believe in you, you're planting seeds of positivity that can grow in ways you may never fully see. Overcoming negativity is not a one-time decision, it's a daily practice. Each moment presents an opportunity to choose how you respond. When faced with frustration or disappointment, you can either give in to the temptation to complain or make a conscious choice to speak words of hope and possibility. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Over time, positivity will replace negativity as your natural response, transforming not only your speech, but also your mindset and your life. The words you speak are not only a reflection of your current mindset, but also a powerful tool for shaping your identity and destiny. Declaring your worth through your words is an act of affirming who you are, not based on circumstances or the opinions of others, but on an unshakable truth that you are valuable, capable, and deserving of all the good life has to offer. This declaration is more than a statement. It is a commitment to honor yourself and to set a standard for how you view and treat yourself and how you allow others to treat you. Every individual has inherent worth, but far too often people forget this truth. Negative experiences, failures, in the words of others, can create a false narrative of inadequacy or unworthiness. If you're not careful, those external influences can seep into your internal dialogue, causing you to doubt your value. That's why it's so important to declare your worth through your worth. When you say, I am enough, I am worthy of love and respect, or I am capable of achieving my dreams, you're reminding yourself of your intrinsic value and rejecting any lies that suggest otherwise. The process of declaring your worth begins with recognizing the power of self-talk. The way you speak to yourself matters immensely. If your inner dialogue is filled with criticism, doubt, or negativity, it's time to shift the narrative. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, start affirming, I am more than capable. Instead of thinking, I'll never succeed, declare, I have everything I need to succeed. These positive affirmations may feel unfamiliar at first, but over time they will become a natural part of your thought process, reinforcing your sense of self-worth. When you declare your worth through your words, you also set boundaries for how you expect to be treated by others. People will often mirror the way you treat yourself. If your words suggest that you doubt your value, it can invite others to do the same. But when you speak confidently about your worth, it sends a clear message that you respect yourself and expect others to do the same. Saying things like, I deserve to be treated with kindness and respect, or my time and energy are valuable, not only reinforces your own mindset, but also communicates your standards to those around you. Declaring your worth is not about arrogance or superiority. It's about self-respect and humility. It's acknowledging your strengths and abilities while remaining open to growth and learning. For example, saying, I am proud of how far I've come doesn't mean you're blind to areas where you can improve. It means you recognize and celebrate your journey, giving yourself credit where it's due. This balance between confidence and humility creates a healthy foundation for continued growth. Your words have the power to influence not only how you see yourself, but also how you approach challenges and opportunities. When you declare, I am capable of overcoming any obstacle, you're equipping yourself with a mindset of resilience and determination. This declaration doesn't deny the existence of difficulties. It empowers you to face them with strength and confidence. Similarly, when you say, I am deserving of success and happiness, you're opening yourself up to pursue opportunities without hesitation or self-doubt. Declaring your worth through your words also involves celebrating your unique qualities and contributions. Too often, people fall into the trap of comparison, measuring their worth against others' achievements or appearances. But your value is not determined by how you compare to someone else. It's rooted in your individuality, your talents, and the impact you make in the world. When you say, I bring something special to every situation, or I have gifts that no one else can replicate, you're affirming your uniqueness and embracing your authentic self. Gratitude plays a key role in declaring your worth. When you express gratitude for these abilities and experiences, you're acknowledging the value they bring to your life. Saying, I am grateful for my ability to persevere, or I appreciate the lessons I've learned through challenges, shifts your focus to the positive aspects of who you are. This practice of gratitude not only boosts your self-esteem, but also reinforces your belief in your own worth. It's also important to remember that declaring your worth is not a one-time event, but a lifelong practice. Life will present moments that challenge your confidence or make you question your value. In those moments, your words become your anchor. By consistently declaring, I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy, you remind yourself of the truth, even when external circumstances try to suggest otherwise. Over time, these declarations become a deeply ingrained part of your identity, shaping the way you see yourself and the life you create.